Let's get this Halloween party started already. What's going on, guys? Craftable Jake here, and if you saw my post, you'll know that I'm posting a lot of Halloween videos this week, starting with this horror movie tier list. And now, obviously, there are so many on this tier list, which is why for this video, I only picked out a chunk of movies that I have at least heard of. So everything from Halloween up to Insidious will be in this video. Anyways, up first, we got Halloween, and this is an S tier classic, releasing in 1978, and it has been great since then. Next up is 28 Days Later, and this is a solid zombie film, but I saw 28 Years Later, which is the third movie. Nah. Yeah, you could probably hear. Next up, we have The Candyman, and isn't he a creepypasta? Oh yeah, speaking of which, creepypasta tier list on Thursday, but this is going to go into C tier. The Shining. This movie I already know from the "Here's Johnny" clip, which is why it's going into tier A. Next up, we have Scream 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm going to rank these all in their separate tiers. 1 and 2 will go into tier S, and 3 will go into tier B. A Quiet Place is an A tier movie. It has a very interesting story, especially A Quiet Place Day 1. That's a good one. Jaws? How's this movie rated PG? So that's why it's going into tier C. Next up is Child's Play, and hot take, but I feel like this would be a B tier, but my parents watch these videos, so it's going into tier S for them. Annabelle, this is part of the Conjuring universe, which I will get to, but Annabelle was just okay, B tier. It 2017 is a A tier movie. I don't think it's S tier, because I have no idea. The next one we have is Happy Death Day, and I saw this back in 2018, and I didn't really watch it. But then a few years later, I watched it, and it was okay. Up next is possibly the oldest one on the list, is Nosferatu. Now, you probably heard of this from the 2024 remake of it, but the original released 100 years ago, back in 1922. That's why it is going into B tier. Up next is Alien. It's a pretty cool sci-fi movie, but other than that, it wasn't that scary. Tier B. The Conjuring is next, and it's probably one of the darkest ones on this list, next to The Exorcist. I'm not going to say it because, well, demonetized. That's why it's going into B tier. The Birds is next to rank, and I didn't even know this was a scary movie. I watched it, and it was pretty good. A tier. What's this again? Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Once again, my parents watch these videos. S tier for this movie. Friday the 13th, I can't even speak for myself. This is an S tier. What a good movie. Next up is one of my parents' oldest favorites, Jeepers Creepers. And I've never seen it before, so it'll just go into B. The Exorcist was voted the scariest movie of all time according to Rotten Tomatoes since 1973. That's why it'll go into A tier for my parents again. So, I won't lie, I don't want to watch this movie at all, because I actually think it's too scary. I haven't seen it on other than various clips on the internet, but that's why it's going into tier B. And lastly, I'm putting Insidious into tier A. Guys, that is the current horror movie tier list. What do you think of my opinion? Do you think I could have done better? Surprisingly, no D tier, so I'll just delete that from existence. But I will see you guys tomorrow for the Halloween Happy Wheels video. See you next time, man. Goodbye!